I feel like I got a lobotomy from watching a lot of Candace Owens clips. It was bad, dude. It was bad. I feel like I was genuinely lobotomized. You know, as her book would say, I wish she would make me a sandwich and stop talking so much.
And
go ahead.
And here's the thing, okay? This not to reference another clip, but this 6-second clip of Candace Owens has just been continuously flying around online, and I thought that it was we would have to do this whole clip justice and just play it. You guys have probably seen it, but people on the internet are talking about Candace Owens, so we're gonna play this for you now. Like I said, it's crazy. It went viral, but what do you guys think about Candace Owens after watching this video?
You don't get to ask those questions. What's wrong with you, Mom? Why are you so scared?
Hold on. Let's right here. Folks, people are talking.
It's hot.
People are talking.
It's hot.
Now, I'm a married man, but I can live through you.
It's hot. I'm everything but married, but yeah, I mean, we got everything going. I mean, give me 2 years and we're married, but
look at those eyes.
Yeah.
No wonder she has 4 kids.
Psycho.
But what I wanted to talk to you about now is, what were you going to say before that?
She has been absolutely grifting off of this Charlie Kirk assassination.
Right?
And it's been,
yes.
I feel like we have 2 totally opposite sides of the spectrum here with the Charlie Kirk assassination. Now, obviously, like we mentioned the last time we recorded, when Charlie Kirk was assassinated, we felt it in our stomach. There was a visceral feeling of just disgust and despair and anger, because all he was doing was simply speaking and having conversations, you know?
That's all it was.
And so I was genuinely appalled when he was assassinated. Now, we can circle back, and I feel like we're getting 2 opposite sides of the spectrum here. So we have this side where it's Erica Kirk, and everything's coming, you know, the conspiracies and the rabbit holes about Erica Kirk are falling down the rabbit hole, and I'd actually like to talk about that.
I would like to talk about that as well.
Because I don't know how I feel about Erica, but also then we have Candace, and we have Jack Posobiec, who's just kind of, you know, I feel like the only true person kind of standing up for Charlie's legacy in a sense.
Because he did the show with them.
Right. So you have Erica Kirk, who, you know, is I don't know. I saw Officer Tatum talk about how he reacted to a Nick Fuentes clip when Nick was talking about, you know, why everything looks so shady around Erica, why she doesn't really seem like she's mourning. I was not at all a big fan of the funeral service or whatever, the remembrance, whatever it was. I was not a fan of it at all. And genuinely, it was just because it was a show, and we had too many speakers that turned things political and not enough about remembering Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was the most important part, was remembering Charlie Kirk. And then you have President Trump closing it. He gave the final speech of the night and took time out of his speech talking about Charlie to talk about Tylenol and autism, you know, and curing autism.
It felt disingenuous.
It felt very disingenuous. So then you have the other side where it's Candace Owens, who posted a lot on her Instagram story about the death of Charlie Kirk and the videos, you know, remembering Charlie Kirk and all that stuff. That was very sweet. But then now she's grifting, and now she had started it off by this letter that was now leaked by the New York, or was it the New York Times or the Post? It was the Times.
I think it was the Times. Yeah.
So you have a story that was, you know, you have the letter that was put out. Candace comes out after he died saying that it was Israel, and there was a letter that was basically stating that, hey, Israel is, you know, I have to be anti-Israel now. I'm really, you know, second guessing my opinion on Israel, yada, yada, yada. And the letter gets leaked, or the letter gets put out, and it's basically Charlie just saying,
it's a love letter.
I need talking points here. I need help. There's so many people that hate Israel, and they're saying, yeah, that's pretty much what it was, man. I mean, it was disgusting. It was doing tricks on Israel is what he was doing.
But it went completely against what Candace Owens was saying. That's the whole thing. So
right, so I feel like we have lying. Just to close out my statement, we have nobody who's really like Charlie was one of a kind, and
right.
And you'll see that the minute he died because of everything that's going on. Now, Erica is no longer, it's not like we're letting Jack Posobiec take over, or it's not like, we're electing somebody else. No, it's going to be Erica who's going to run the whole thing, who after 2 weeks is, I'm sure behind closed doors you can mourn behind closed doors, but to come on and laugh and, to sit there at the desk and do the show and whatever. I mean, 2 weeks after he died, man, it's I don't know.
And we'll talk about that. But this is one of those clips that you were talking about that you sent me. And this is Candace saying 48 hours before Charlie was assassinated, he essentially told his donors to abandon the pro-Israel cause. And like I said, we know this is not true. We know she was lying about this. It was proven today or yesterday that she was lying about this. But here's her coming out and just telling a lie.
About 48 hours before Charlie Kirk died, Charlie informed people at Turning Point, as well as Jewish donors and a rabbi, that he had no choice but to abandon the pro-Israel cause out.
Why is her hand so white?
Because she's in blackface, dude.
Right, okay? Charlie was done. He said it explicitly. That he refused.
I mean, come on, man. I can't stop looking at it. Why? Whoa. Like, whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Whoa.
It's pretty white.
Dude.
I'm trying to pull up another clip here, too.
Bullied anymore by the Jewish donors? Can you guys answer? Did he express that? Did he also express that he wanted to bring me, Candace Owens, back because he was standing up for himself? And then did he, just 48 hours later, conveniently catch a bullet to the throat?
So we know now that like all of these head motions and the head nod and the facial, it's all
the gab.
fake.
The gab.
It's all fake. Why are you trying to appear holier than thou? Why are you lying? Last time I checked, you had like 4 kids at home. Where is your husband? Where's your billionaire husband? Go play with your kids. I don't get it.
My glass is fogged up. It's warm in
You're
here.
good. Well, we're being passionate, but I just don't understand. Why do you have to lie about everything? She lied about Brigitte Macron. She's going to lose 5 to 10 million off the defamation lawsuit. She's easily going to lose that.
And she's searching for another one, dude.
Yeah.
She's searching for another one. She's searching for one as hard as fucking, I mean, I don't think Trump's going to get a defamation suit for saying Tylenol.
He might.
But that one's
they
wild,
might
too.
Sue him.
Why aren't you saying acetaminophen, which is the acting ingredient inside of Tylenol? So I did send you a clip because I watched this panel, and it's an awesome panel. I don't know how much Piers Morgan you watch.
Some of it.
But a lot of his panels have been just very insightful. So for anybody who doesn't know, this is former Navy SEAL Rob O'Neill. He is the guy who assassinated Osama bin Laden. Yeah. So before we even watch the clip, Luke, I want to ask you, like, what's your opinion on the whole conspiracy behind the Charlie Kirk murder?
I think a lot of it.
Do you believe that we saw an entry hole, an exit hole, or an exit wound? Do you believe that Tyler Robinson actually pulled the trigger? What's your opinion?
So there's some shady shit. Don't get me wrong. The lack of an exit wound is certainly concerning, considering that any other bullet would have like shattered his neck.
It was a 30-06. It was a 30-06 at about 175 yards. I mean,
right. It could have
potentially
potentially killed other people by him.
100%.
I don't buy he had bones of steel. Like, I think that's
that was
bullshit.
such a Superman bone density.
Yeah, I think that's all bullshit. He wasn't, God rest his soul, but he never seemed to be like an alpha male.
No.
But yeah, I think it's a little weird. I don't buy any of the conspiracies from Candace though, like the trapdoor bullshit.
Right.
When it doesn't make sense. If somebody came up and shot him from a trap door, you don't think the 3,000 people that were like looking at him from a distance and from up high would have seen that and
right,
be like,
100%.
hey, let's go rush the shooter? That never made sense to me. But then again, I don't know if I buy the official narrative. It just makes the most sense, but I haven't read that much into the conspiracies because I know you can lose yourself like that.
Dude, you really can.
Tell me your opinion.
So here's the deal. Rob O'Neill, obviously, is a sniper.
Obviously.
So he thinks that what we saw was an exit wound. You have a lot of slowed down video of the shirt rising, all that. I just don't. I don't know. I feel like also too, and this is just my own thing, but we all saw the video of how he got shot. Left side of the neck. I feel as if we were seeing an entrance wound, with a 30-06, we would have seen him go to his right. He was shot on the left. We would have seen him go to his right. He was shot on the left, so they say, and he went to his left. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make sense to me. It's a high-velocity round. I feel like we would have seen, his body move to another side. Crazier shit's happened, but Rob O'Neill does not believe the official narrative.
We'll play that video for you guys now. Here we go.
Me, I mean, it was off right from the beginning for me. Do we not guard rooftops anymore? There's been assassination attempts all over the world. Right. Why aren't we looking at rooftops? And then when I was sent the video with this at the same message where they said Charlie Kirk was just shot. When I watched that horrific video, he was obviously dead before he hit the ground. But the questions immediately started to come to me. That was not an entry wound that we saw. We saw an exit wound. So where'd that bullet come from? You don't bleed and I've shot guys closer than the camera was. And an entry wound doesn't look like that. An exit wound does. Why did his shirt move the way it did? When I've shot people, their shirts didn't move like that. And then the initial reaction was, well, he was obviously wearing body armor and it was deflection. One, no. He wasn't wearing body armor. And two, it doesn't deflect like that off of body armor. Why was his shirt moving from right to left? Why were people being interviewed saying, they came from my left to right, from his right to left, immediately shut down? And then did they tear the crime scene down immediately? Just right off the bat, from seeing it, knowing he was dead, saying a lot of this is bad. Not even getting into the soliloquy of text messages that 22-year-olds don't send their trans lover. So immediately, it's just the official story sounds like it needs to be investigated. But now the whole crime scene is gone. They paved over it. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, I mean the text messages, we haven't even gotten into that, but that was wild.
Yeah, it was.
Saying my vehicle instead of my car.
Yeah, he wasn't talking like a person.
Right, saying the rifle instead of the gun. Saying, basically just admitting to it through text message. Seems pretty asinine to me, but the funniest part, I wouldn't even say the funniest, but the most shocking part about it is not even 2 weeks after his assassination, they have completely defaced the assassination site.
Yeah, that was a bit odd.
Yeah, they've paved over it. I'm sure that there was maybe some blood stains or whatever, but I don't know. It just seems like, it's just very open and shut. I'm blown away by how many conspiracies you can go down, and who picks what conspiracy. A lot. I feel like I'm in a position where I do not believe that Tyler Robinson pulled the trigger.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what I believe, to be honest with you, because like I said, I try not to go down the conspiracies with this one in particular, because we all saw it, and everybody has a different opinion, like what happened. I'm trying really to look for the Israel thing, but I can't make a connection at all. It doesn't make any sense.
The only Israel connection that I have, aside from Candace talking about the letter, or maybe or not, or whatever, the only thing that really sticks out to me is earlier last year, Israel conducted a mission where they were blowing up pagers.
Right.
So they're already putting explosive devices inside of making, this huge ruse on how they were able to get enemies to purchase these. Was it Hamas or no? It wasn't Hamas. It was Palestinians.
I think it was Hamas.
It might have been Hamas. Whoever the fuck it was. You had the pager incident. The only thing that I can think of is, maybe there was something inside of his shirt that shot him and it went through, and there's no... I just can't
buy that Israel wanted to kill him, bro.
You can lose yourself.
He was their number one goy.
He really was. He was a goy boy, baby.
There was no reason to kill him. Now that he's dead, they're trying to push out this other kid, which we could talk about that too.
What's his name? Is it Breland?
Breland something.
Breland
we could look it up in a second.
Yeah.
But, he was the conservative in the Gen Z millennial space, and he was the most popular. He was Israel's lapdog. Not to desecrate him while he's deceased now, but he was their lapdog. He would do everything for Israel. He was constantly defending Israel, saying, I'm not talking about Jeffrey Epstein anymore. We're done talking about Epstein. He would condemn people that question numbers of the Holocaust. He would condemn Groyper, saying anti-Semitism is a rabid disease, and it is a sin, and it is awful, and you should be cured. And all of this stuff, when you question even the tiniest amount of evidence that Israel was committing a genocide per se. So, like, I don't understand why everybody says, all these women, dude, all these women, they see one piece of information. It's not even correct. All of these women, who shouldn't be voting, by the way, all of these women are saying, hey, you know what? Israel killed Charlie Kirk. It even got to the point where this is a little bit crazy. This theory went mainstream because at the dinner table, my family, Saturday night, we do dinner every Saturday night. And guess who's saying Israel killed Charlie Kirk? The evangelicals in my family. Like, unreal. That's why I kind of took a step back and I was like, now hold on.
The low IQ anti-Semitism runs deep.
Now hold on. I just can't bring myself to think that Israel killed him. But like, this is like the low IQ anti-Semite thing, but like 4 weeks ago, these people were saying, oh no, we should bless Israel. It's absurd. It's absurd what's happened.
It's the mainstream.
The world in the past 10 years, Trump broke the world. We've talked about this before. But in the past 20 days since Charlie Kirk was assassinated, conspiracies, full stream, mainstream.
100%.
These people, I just don't understand. Like, they will believe anything on TikTok.
And it almost makes me think that, I mean, it doesn't even make me think. It makes me realize.
Cringe.
It makes me realize that the people that are saying that, who usually were, Fox News conservatives,
right,
or whatever was going on through the Fox News tunnel. I call them Fox News conservatives. It's really who they pay attention to, the mainstream, the radio, those kind of conservatives that
Correct.
are all Zionists.
Yes.
No one's listening to them anymore. I mean, I haven't watched Fox News in a while, but I haven't heard a Mark Levin clip hit my timeline in how long?
It's only when he
right,
slobs on Israel's dick.
Right. So like,
which is a lot, but you don't see it.
No, I think he keeps it to his own show. But it's, dude, I don't know that I'm believing that Israel did it, but I don't know that I'm believing that it was Tyler Robinson. I think I'll leave it at that. I don't think that I'm full blown. It was Israel this time.
I don't think so.
I think Israel's got a lot on their plate right now, and I don't think that losing their top goy, like you said, even if he was going to turn, I mean, even if he did turn, how many people were going to turn with him, or whatever?
He wouldn't have.
No, I don't think he would have turned either.
He was literally telling Netanyahu, like,
right,
I love you.
That letter that was confirmed by TPUSA yesterday was literally, hey, you giving them advice. Here's my unsolicited advice. If you have an open mind, you need, Israel, an Israel First website where you can, throw these conspiracies or throw these, talking points into, and it'll give you a response on, it'll fact check everything, because it shouldn't be my responsibility to fact check everything that people are saying about Israel. Like, that was literally the letter, and basically just saying, I love Israel, and I blah, 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 blah.